Hey guys, well, today's project, it's rainy, mist and rain, it's cold, it's windy, but my brain said today is the day to work on the gate. The gate has worked pretty much fine the whole time we've had it, but we've had one issue. We purchased the Ghost Controls cylinder and system with the solar panels to run it. But what's happening is our gate is very wide. It's a 16-foot wide gate. Weight-wise, here goes the wind. Hey guys, it's another weekend out here on the farm. This weekend, what I've been working on is I've been trying to work on the gate at the front entrance. I tried to record yesterday while I was working yesterday, but the wind and the rain was just too much. Couldn't hear the mic, so here we are today. So what we're actually doing, the gate has been working fine, but it does have its little issues. The main issue with it is if we have a very strong wind, it doesn't want to open up. It'll start to open up until the wind catches it, and it'll go back into a fail-safe mode. We have had to replace the main cylinder once. Ghost Control was kind enough to send us a new one on that. The extension limit switches had gone out in it. They sent us a new one. This one has done great. The biggest issue with this gate, we believe, is that it's a 16-foot wide gate. That's the maximum you're supposed to go on the gates. It is not too heavy. It's way under the capacity of the weight, but it is so wide, and it's made of aluminum. And because of that, it wobbles. I call it wonka wonka wonka. So when it's opening up, it'll go wonka 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 wonka. Especially when it goes to stop. When it hits the stop button, it'll sit there and bounce. Well, when the cylinder feels that bounce, it's feeling it as it's hitting something past its threshold in it, and it goes into emergency mode, and it pulls it back open a little bit. So that, we think, is just mainly the issue that the gate is so wide and it flexes too much. The gate already is split in the center from the manufacturer. It's bolted together there. So we're just going to unbolt there, put a catch block on the back of it, and we're going to add a cylinder on this side. So we'll have a dual gate system. So we're going to do, I've called Ghost Controls. I've got the new control board that goes inside this box. There are two different ones, at least two. One is for a single cylinder, another one for a dual cylinder. I had to get the dual cylinder. So I got the new cylinder, I got the new control board that goes in there, all the mounting hardware, which you can see I mounted the hardware yesterday. I've got the hinges over here, I've got the mounts for it, got the two hinges. So I'm ready to go. It's going to be a short day today. What I'm really doing is I'm burying the conduit in the ground that crosses over the driveway for the cable that goes to the cylinder. It's going to be on this side, but I'm also burying an electrical line because I'm going to put sockets on both sides in case I want to hook the solar up to it and run power to both sides so we can have our Christmas lights, and if we ever put some lights on the poles or anything of that while I'm doing it, thinking ahead. So that's today's project. Just going to show you a few clips or whatever and give you some before and afters, and here we go. Okay, one of the things that I just kind of figured out on this that's a little bit of a pain is that when I'm running the new cylinder over to the other side to get to the box. Now you have to go under your driveway, or you have to go over the top an aerial, which I don't have, so we have to go underground. So in the process of burying this line, I ran conduit, which I've showed in a picture. I'm putting a box here also so I can plug solar into it and everything. So I'm going to use all this conduit as one. The problem is it just doesn't come unplugged from this cylinder. So anything and everything that you're going to route this through has to be routed through at the beginning. So I was wanting a compression thing for electrical, but I'm going to have this running through the box, and then this on here, and then it's going to go through the tube. You have to do all that at the beginning. So that was one of the pains of doing this with this system. It would be nice if it had a connector here where you could connect and disconnect, and then that way you could disconnect and run it through a box or through something like that. I'm going to use this. I couldn't find the kind of connector I wanted at the hardware store, and I like to get this kind of done, so I just took a cap and drilled a hole in it, and then I'm going to pack that with electrical packing so we won't get water in. But yeah, just one of those little things that would have been nice. It's kind of a pain, but I'm able to work around. She goes. Well, I got all the motor wire running through all the conduits, and all the brackets are on, the hinges are on, everything's about ready. The one big thing I got to do is I've got to change out this board. This is a single control motor board. There would be a second section right here where it says second operator, but it doesn't have anything soldered to it. The fuses aren't soldered to it, the resistors aren't soldered to it, and also the pots. None of that was soldered onto it. I asked them if they had a conversion kit, and then I could just solder those on, and nah, they said no. And I could locate most of them, but nah, what the heck. So I just went ahead and we got the other board. So this is the new board that's going to go in, and you notice it has a first operator and a second operator. That's for each of the two piston controllers, and this one has both the sets of pots, both of the fuses and everything else. So this is made for dual controllers. This one was a single controller. So I'm going to swap these two boards out, get everything rewired up, and then I guess I'm going to have to get it going because no one's going to be able to go out the gate until I get it running. So I got to get busy. All right, so I got the gate all done up now. I got to fix the light, the electrical sockets, but the gate itself is operational. Here's what it looks like now. But you'll notice that there was a stagger in the opening of the two gates, and that allows the first one to clear and get out of the way. There she is. I pushed the button for the close, and it does. This gate system does have an automatic close. You can change it to automatically close from anywhere from 6 seconds to 60 minutes. So yeah, there's our new gate. I like it. I still have to get the zombie lock installed, so that the two gates will lock. I just want to make sure everything's working right now, and yeah, it's sweet. Well, I tested the zombie lock and it's working fine, but currently I only have one bolt holding it on, and the wires are all rolled up here. I'm going to pull it tight. I just got to redo all the zip ties and have all the excess wire over there, and get another bolt into the locking side of it. It only has one bolt in it, so just a little bit of work on it and it will be finished also. So very good. Well, all right, everything's closed up tight, got everything zip tied together. I redid the zombie lock wiring. The lock is on, got the screws onto it. New piston cylinders over here, got the wiring cleaned up over there. I'm just going to cut off some of the long bolts that are long, and then later on we'll paint all this stuff black so we can't see it. But other than that, yeah, she is good to go. Okay, so when I installed this double cylinder control board, there wasn't enough room in the existing weather seal connection for this other wire. So I drilled a second hole here. As you can see there, I drilled the hole, but I didn't have a weatherproof connector. So while I was uptown, I got another weatherproof connector. This connector these are really handy to have around just for this kind of an I got these at I think I got these at Menards. All big box stores have them, or an electrical supply house, but they make a waterproof or pretty much weather resistant electrical connection that allows a wire to come through. I would have liked to have had them for these coming out of the boxes, but I didn't have them when I was here, and I wasn't going to get there, and I wanted to get finished. But I put the outdoor electrical weatherproofing tape on that, and it has held pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to put that new connector on there. I've got the powered off. I'm going to unconnect these, run it back through, put that in, and then that will be done. All right, so there he is. Got the new connector in, got the cylinder wired up. There's the connection underneath, wire penetrating through. So hopefully that'll help hold out any moisture, bugs, things of that sort. So the box is complete. I am going to extend the antenna, and I'm going to mount it up here on top of the post like this. So what I've heard is that you can get a lot more distance out of the antenna opening and closing the gate. Now currently I can open it from the barn. If I walk outside the garage door, I can open the gate from there, because we do that when we have people coming over or contractors coming over. I can put it in party mode. So yeah, we'll see if that helps.